Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alphaneme. So we're going to begin right here on the cryptobasic.com. This article is titled Top Expert Says $1,000 per XRP is peanuts. What? So clearly this is a feel-good article. I like it. Let me know in the comment section. You like that price? All right. So let's read this little tidbit here. It says, Jack the Rippler, a top crypto analyst, has made bold assertions about XRP price hitting $1,000. Oh, I'll take it. I definitely will take it. It says, in a tweet today, Jack the Rippler said XRP changing hands at a whopping $1,000 per unit is, quote, peanuts. You want to be truthful and you want to be completely honest. There's a huge swath of the XRP community that would agree to this and say it will go much higher than $1,000. And they've been saying that from the beginning. Okay. So I just want to put that out there. It says the top cryptocurrency analyst asserted that XRP is not a share nor a stock. Good. That's a great point as well that many have iterated. According to Jack the Rippler, XRP is a utility protocol. This is what we've been trying to iterate to people for a long time. It all is all about what's issued on chain. And right now, XRP is in a prime position. Tokenization of everything. Don't forget it. Interbank payments. We're talking trillions scaled into possibly quadrillions of dollars flowing through XRP. Possibly. There's no guarantee. I'm just putting that out there. All right. It says XRP is a utility protocol designed to tokenize value across diverse markets, including commodities. Oh, yes, those sweet commodities and derivatives markets. We'll take that as well. Let's continue on here. It says, furthermore, Jack the Rippler said over $1.2 quadrillion worth of assets. Don't forget, loosen up that nostro. Oh, yeah, all that locked up capital we loosen up and could possibly flow through us. Jack the Rippler said over $1.2 quadrillion worth of assets across these markets need to be tokenized. Wait a minute. Let me back that up a little bit. BlackRock's talking about tokenization. Franklin Templeton's talking about tokenization. What was the other big company? There's another big company that's continuously talking about tokenization. I can't remember off the top of my head who, but it doesn't even matter. All the massive companies are talking about tokenization of everything. And that's a great thing. That's going to bring that money right to us because no one does it better than we do. And take a little bit of time. Everything happens in degrees. Once again, since he explained that the derivatives market alone is valued at $500 trillion. You have other bank coins like LCX working on the tokenization of things like that. What makes anyone think that XRP, which is much, much better, listen, I love all the bank coins. XRP is much, much better. That XRP won't absolutely just feast on those trillions. $500 trillion. Yeah, we're going to have our slice. Yeah, we just need a modicum. And what was it going to do to that price? You tell me. Says consequently, he speculates that if XRP can capture 10% of one of these markets, like the derivatives market, the cryptocurrency will be valued at a whopping $50 trillion total. Aside from the derivatives market, Jack the Rippler said there are other markets, including housing. I was just talking about that. Algorand's getting in on that early, aren't they? Right? With all the fractionalized ownership and such going on the chain. Don't they have like 3 offerings, Lofty AI being one of them, right? It says including housing, debt, and commodities. That the tracking of debt is going to be very, very interesting and come in handy. All the traceability that can be offered, not just by XRP, but other utility coins like Vechain, Algorand, and let's not forget Cardano. They have something going on with traceability through ScanTrust. So that could be major, right? But anyway, it says, and commodities. Commodities, another one that needs traceability. So many different commodities are stolen, and a lot of people are not into the commodities, into purchasing commodities and making money with commodities and such, moving that back and forth. So they don't really read the articles to know that commodities need traceability heavily, right? And a lot of money is going to be saved that way. But also that means that whichever protocol is going to be issuing traceability for commodities like, and the ones that are possible right now that are at the top, the most prestigious would be Algorand, Vechain, XRP, like the top bank coins, pretty much. Vechain, obviously, Vechain is at the top when it comes to traceability. All right, it comes even before any of the bank coins. So let me just correct myself in that. So that are worth at least 1.2 quadrillion, which XRP can also account for a significant share. I agree with that. This person knows what they're talking about, 100%. In this regard, Jack the Rippler said XRP being valued at $1,000 per unit is nothing but peanuts. Once again, I like how this individual thinks. This was a fun, good article here. Once again, that's on thecryptobasic.com. So now let's move on here to another article. Once again, I hope everyone out there is doing well and having an absolutely fantastic day. Hope you're feeling good. I hope your mind's clear. I hope you're physically well. All right. And may all the goodness come to you in every way possible. So now, this article here is from U.Today. And it is titled $2 billion Ripple partner Neum to go public in the U.S. Let's scroll down here, read this little tidbit. It says, Singapore-based fintech firm Neum PTE has announced its intention to go public in the United States by the second quarter of 2025, Bloomberg reports. The company, which is currently valued at approximately $2 billion, is aiming to break even before its planned initial public offering. CEO Project Nanu emphasized that forecasting market trends is beyond anyone's control, but their main goal over the next year and a half is to be thoroughly prepared. Neum, formerly known as Instarim, operates a platform that enables businesses to send, spend, and receive funds around the globe. So once again, a Ripple partner is doing absolutely fantastic. We saw what Volante just did with Volante. What was it? They qualified or passed the testing for FedNow compatibility or integration. I mean, Ripple partners are doing great right now, and that's going to push XRP possibly. All right, no guarantees. That's going to push XRP in the future, potentially through the stratosphere. It says in 2020, it entered into a partnership with prominent San Francisco-based blockchain company Ripple. The tie-up was designed to facilitate instant, low-cost international transactions. Ripple's very own IPO plans that we don't need to get into. We're sort of familiar with that information. But as of right now, everything's looking great. Let's hope it continues that way, folks. So now let's move on to another article here. Oh, and it takes us back to thecryptobasic.com. And it says, well, the title is XRP sustains winning streak, eyes 50 cents on increased volatility. So let's scroll down here and see what they're talking about. By the way, it was hilarious in the comment section the other day. Keith, he was saying that my pauses made him think that his phone was or his YouTube app was glitching or something. That never occurred to me. So when I just paused right there, it made me think about that. Oh man, we have the absolute best comment section, in my humble opinion, the best subscribers on the planet. I appreciate every single one of you. So now it says here, XRP has sustained its winning streak for the month of July as it looks to reclaim 50-cent price point on the back of a rapid surge in price volatility. Someone else, I can't remember who it was, another commenter yesterday said that XRP was like the Titanic or something. I'm paraphrasing. I can't remember exactly, but they were alluding to how XRP's it comes above the waves and then it goes below the waves. It goes up and then it goes down. It goes up and it goes down. Right now, I guess that's pretty accurate. Once again, we have the best, absolute best subscribers on the planet, man. I love every single one of you, man. You make me laugh. You guys keep me fired up. You have your great researchers, your great business people out there. I greatly appreciate you. Let's keep going with this article. XRP closed in June on a bearish note, having shed off 8.46% of its value. The asset ended June below the 50-cent psychological price threshold, dropping to 47 cents. However, a bullish start to July sees XRP seeking to reclaim 50 cents as price volatility spikes, which is a good thing because there's been a lot of psychological pressure. And I don't use that as a charting term or a technical term. I mean, in life, there's been a lot of psychological pressure on a lot of people. And seeing that green on the chart, I think does them a lot of good. So I'm very happy for that. Seeing that red does something devastating when the rest of life, a lot of times for many people, can be quite difficult. So it's good to have things going well for at least a little bit. I will say this once again, when that lawsuit ends and we defeat the SEC, kaboom, and people will feel very, very good, in my humble opinion. Says June was littered with the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit updates. It still is. We're still getting all of these different comments from the lawyers. Says triggering occasional shifts in the market sentiments. As a result, well, no, I don't really think it was the updates on the lawsuit alone. We had a lot of big announcements. They announced they were working with a few banks, and there was a lot of projects going on, expansion of on-demand liquidity. There was a lot of good stuff going on. But yes, I guess, lawsuit news does add to it a little bit. But once again, I'll say, I think everybody who's going to be deep in XRP is here. They're here. Like this is it, in my humble opinion. Right. There's not a whole lot of new faces to XRP that I'm seeing right now. So now it says XRP eyes 50 cent as volatility rises. Capitalizing on the modest run, XRP aims to reclaim 50 cents and flip the territory into a launchpad for further gains. Amid the sense of ambition, the asset soared to a weekly high of 49 cents on July the 2nd. However, the bears battled against further gains, leading to a decline from the lofty position. We're going to leave off right there on this article. Once again, that's on the cryptobasic.com. So let's move on to another article here. And this article here is from U.Today, and it is titled Pro Ripple Attorney Calls Out Coinbase's Double Standards on XRP. Oh, man. It feels like people are going to be battling Coinbase forever. I'm going to give my thoughts. Let's read this little tidbit first. It says, attorney and digital assets enthusiast Bill Morgan has oh no, Bill, you're going at Coinbase again. Bill is he's going to make Coinbase relist XRP before our time is done. Bill Morgan has raised concerns over Coinbase's alleged double standards regarding XRP. Morgan's remarks came in response to a recent statement by Paul Grewal, Coinbase's chief legal officer, indicating a potential dispute on the SEC's position on Coinbase's operations and the major exchange's relationship with major financial institutions like BlackRock. This is something I highlight often, isn't it? I talk about that connection a lot because it's going to be significant in the future. And don't ever forget BlackRock's connection to Coinbase, Coinbase connection to Circle, Circle's connection to who? Stellar. Who did Coinbase just issue USDC? What do they call that? Like use through? Stellar. Oh, this could get interesting quick in the future for Stellar. That connection with BlackRock through Coinbase and Circle. But we get to that another time. Let's continue on with this XRP news. And it says here, the attorney took to social media to express his dissatisfaction with Coinbase's actions, stating that if the company had not engaged in any unlawful activities, it should reinstate XRP trading. Yes, but doesn't that tell you something? It tells you, because there's other assets, other coins, I believe, that was on Coinbase that have been said to be securities that they have not removed. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong. However, it tells you a lot that they're not reinstating XRP, which means there's another reason why. And it has been postulated for a long time that they don't really want XRP in a lot of hands of retail holders, right? Look, Uphold just does what they want to do, right? They just call their own movements. They march to the beat of their own drum. Coinbase isn't like that. For whatever, there must be an alternate reason why they don't want people being able to trade XRP on this major exchange. It's very suspicious. And I said this about a month or two ago that I don't think that they're going to bring back XRP trading. I just don't see it because of those reasons. There must be something very powerful behind the scenes keeping them from doing this. You let me know what you think in the comment section. Says he questioned why XRP trading has not been resumed on the secondary market when other tokens like he's gonna name drop here, like Cardano or Solana, mentioned in the regulator's complaint, are being freely traded on the platform. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So it leads me to believe that they don't want XRP. They don't want everyone having XRP. At least they're going to make it as difficult as possible. Sure, you can get it from Uphold, but they're going to make it as difficult as possible. Not everybody knows about Uphold. I see a lot of comments in the various videos since the beginning of the channel, people asking where they can get XRP, which means it makes it more difficult. And I think that's the idea, right? So now let's move on to another article here. So this article here is from cryptonewsflash.com, and it is titled, V-World unveils game-changing mobile wallet UI, a glimpse into the future of Vechain. So Vechain, once again, making major moves. It says here, in a recently held Web3 Sustainability Masterclass, Vineet Singh, the product manager at V-World, rolled out a snippet of Vechain's latest mobile wallet user interface to the audience during the weekend. Singh highlighted the features of the application, which is designed to offer users a more seamless experience. It says here, V-World changes the self-custody wallet landscape of Vechain, introducing many powerful new features and upgrades for the ecosystem, including fiat on/off ramp, native currency displays, NFT collection browser integration, and inbuilt web browser DEX integration for easy Veet. Holy Veet and Vethos swaps. Holy smokes. This is very good. I'm at a loss for words. My apologies. I'm not so eloquent today. But wow. They're doing a lot. I'll take it. I love it. Listen, man. I absolutely love Vechain. I think they have an extremely bright future. Their ecosystem is literally second to none. Look how big their ecosystem is. Let's continue on just a little bit further here. It says the UI will also allow for a more seamless DApp experience, ledger compatibility, configurable fee delegation, upgraded node rewards, DApp, and cross-chain bridges. The application is scheduled to launch within the third quarter of the year and is poised to open up a new era of possibilities on Vechain Thor. Now, I remember we covered an article probably about maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago, maybe about 3 to 4 weeks ago. And they were saying they were going to put Vechain on Coinbase. Now, has that happened as of yet? Because I don't know. I'd like to see Vechain. Vechain is such a legit, solid, massive project. It should have been on Coinbase a long time ago, you know. You guys let me know what you think. You think Vechain should have been on there a long time ago? And then let me know also if you have the time, I'd appreciate it. Do they have Vechain available on Coinbase yet, or did they just made the announcement? So now, let's end off here. All right. We're going to end off here with this article from the dailyhodl.com. I know usually we end off with a little bit of gold news, but I want to get this one in. This is important. It says 4 U.S. bank giants now have $205 billion in unrealized losses sitting on balance sheets. Now, I've been talking about two things a lot this last half of a year. One, obviously, is commercial real estate. 2, the unrealized losses, right? The Bank of International Settlements also talked about this, because the 4 largest banks in the U.S. now have a total of $205 billion in unrealized losses on their balance sheets, according to a new report. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, and Citigroup have compiled the losses due to bad bets in the bond market. Remember I told you that? I told you those bonds were giving them losses. Listen, these banks are in trouble. Let's keep it going. Reports the Financial Times citing fresh data from the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC. Bank of America is in the worst shape, oh my word, by a significant margin, with $100 billion in unrealized losses on the books at the end of the first quarter. Wells Fargo and JP Morgan Chase both have $40 billion in unrealized bond market losses, while Citigroup has $25 billion in paper losses. Silicon Valley Bank is now the now the poster child representing the potential pitfalls of unrealized losses in the bank system. You see this? You see where this is going? My word. It says the bank's rapid failure back in March was sparked by an announcement that the bank had booked a $1.8 billion loss from selling a portion of its bond portfolio. Bank of America has said its own bonds portfolio is not for sale, a move which could hinder the amount of money the bank can generate from deposits. They have a quote here. It says, quote, Bank of America has said it has no plans to sell the underwater bonds, avoiding crystallized losses that for now exist only on paper. The bank's portfolio consists of highly rated government-backed securities that are likely to eventually be paid back when the underlying loans mature, unquote. Despite the paper losses, the Federal Reserve says the Bank of America and its peers fared well in a recent stress test on a banking system. Yeah, sure, we're supposed to trust your word, right? They said everything was okay. And then we started to have those, what are those companies that run data to find out who's at risk in the banking system? Anyway, we started to have those professional companies come out, and then first they said 250 banks were at risk. Then they said 300 something banks were at risk. Then they came out with another revised estimation. They said, what was it, 600? They said about 600 were at risk. The last number that we heard was that there were over 900 banks at risk. So, I mean, this is after individuals from the Federal Reserve, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, said that the banking system was safe and secure. How? Okay. Now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.